I just spent 72 hours straight trying to break Google's Gemini AI, and what I discovered will genuinely surprise you. While everyone's arguing about ChatGPT versus Claude, I found that Gemini has quietly become the dark horse that nobody's talking about. But there's a catch that Google definitely doesn't want you to know. If you want the complete unfiltered breakdown of AI tools, hit subscribe because I'm testing every major platform this year and the results are wild. Look, I'll be honest. My first reaction to Gemini was pretty underwhelming. The interface feels like Google took their search bar and slapped AI on it. But here's where it gets interesting. I decided to throw the hardest tasks I could think of at it, and that's when things got crazy. I started with a simple coding challenge, building a React component that most AIs struggle with. Gemini not only nailed it in 23 seconds, but it actually suggested 3 different optimization approaches I hadn't even thought of. So naturally, I had to test the speed against ChatGPT and Claude. I gave all 3 the exact same prompt. Create a comprehensive marketing strategy for a sustainable clothing brand targeting Gen Z. ChatGPT took 34 seconds and gave me a solid but generic response. Claude took 28 seconds with better personalization, but Gemini? 19 seconds with a strategy so detailed it included specific TikTok hashtags and influencer contact methods. I almost missed this completely, but Gemini was pulling real-time data that the others couldn't access. When I asked about current fashion trends, it was referencing articles from literally yesterday. This next part genuinely surprised me. Everyone knows Gemini integrates with Google Workspace, but I discovered it goes way deeper than anyone's showing you. I connected it to my Google Drive and said, analyze my last 6 months of expense reports and create a budget optimization plan. Within 2 minutes, it had not only crunched all my data, but created an interactive Google Sheet with automated formulas and even set up calendar reminders for bill payments. That level of integration, ChatGPT can't touch it. Claude can't even come close. But wait until you see what happened when I tested the image analysis. I uploaded the same blurry screenshot of a code error to all 3 AIs. Gemini didn't just identify the bug. It recognized the specific IDE I was using, the programming language, and even suggested which VS Code extensions would prevent this error in the future. Smash like if this is helpful so far. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who need to see this. But honestly, this is where Gemini started to get a little scary good. I uploaded a photo of my messy desk and asked it to help me organize. It identified every item, suggested a complete organization system, and even found Amazon links for storage solutions that would fit my exact space dimensions. Okay, real talk. Gemini isn't perfect, and Google definitely doesn't want you knowing about these issues. First major problem. Creative writing is rough. I asked it to write a short story, and honestly, it read like a technical manual tried to become Shakespeare. ChatGPT absolutely destroys Gemini for any creative content. Second issue that drove me crazy. The conversation memory is inconsistent. 1 minute, it remembers complex details from earlier in our chat. The next minute, it's asking me to repeat basic information I just gave it. And here's the big one. Pricing transparency is terrible. Google's pricing page is more confusing than trying to understand your phone bill. I spent an hour just figuring out what the monthly cost would actually be. After 72 hours of testing, here's my honest take on who Gemini is actually for. If you're already deep in the Google ecosystem, Gmail, Docs, Sheets, Drive, Gemini is a no-brainer. The integration saves me about 3 hours per week on routine tasks. For data analysis and research, Gemini is genuinely better than the alternatives. That real-time information access is a game changer when you need current data. But if you're doing creative work, content writing, or need consistent personality in your AI assistant, stick with ChatGPT or Claude. Here's what nobody else is telling you about Gemini. It's not trying to be ChatGPT. Google built this as a productivity powerhouse, and when you use it for what it's designed for, it's honestly incredible. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Will it replace your current AI workflow entirely? Probably not, but as a specialized tool for Google users who need real-time data and seamless integration, it's genuinely game-changing. I'm rating Gemini AI a solid 7.8 out of 10. Powerful for specific use cases, but not the general-purpose champion some people claim it is. Drop a comment and tell me, are you Team Google, Team OpenAI, or are you waiting for the next big AI breakthrough? Because next week, I'm testing the new Claude update that everyone's buzzing about, and the early results are mind-blowing.